I shall no longer see a gun or stars or feel the winds play on my cheeks, polluted by crimes and torn by bitterest remorse. So, where can I find rest but in death? Farewell, Frankenstein. The bitter sting of remorse will not cease to rankle in my wounds until death shall close them forever. But soon I shall die, and these burning miseries will be extinct. I shall ascend my funeral pyre triumphantly, and exult in the agony of the torturing flames. My ashes will be swept into the sea by winds. Farewell. The poor monster! Where is he going to find firewood in the Arctic?
There, Roger. The monster movie is all over. Let's watch what we really came to see.
Oh, boy.
In Toontown last week, the cartoon community celebrated the demise of one of its most hated members, Judge Doom. Confessed murder of private investigator Theodore Valiant, brother of Eddie Valiant. Doom's plot to turn Toontown into a freeway was foiled when he was dissolved in a pool of deadly dip, a victim of his own evil creation. In reality, Judge Doom was a toon named Baron Von Rotten. Von Rotten began his film career in 1921 at a small cartoon studio in Kansas City. Von Rotten was commissioned to portray villains in early black and white cartoons. But when he moved to Hollywood in 1923, his career took off. It was there that he quickly joined the newly created Toon Actors Guild, and soon gained a reputation as the Toon of the Thousand Faces. Some of his most famous portrayals included the evil sawmill operator in Bump and a Log, the Minotaur in Mary Mac and the Minotaur, the Abominable Snowman in Malice in Wonderland, Quasimodo in The Hunchback of Osaka Castle. During the war, he acted in propaganda cartoons portraying the enemy. During the filming of Mother Goose Step, Von Rotten had an accident. An exploding grenade left him unconscious for 2 weeks. When he finally awoke, his friends sensed a change in his personality. After the accident, Von Rotten was rarely seen out of makeup. He continued to portray his characters long after films were completed. Consequently, few people know what Von Rotten really looked like. This rare footage shows him at a hospital recovering from the accident. A result of the accident, Von Rotten's most unusual features were his eyes. Shocking contradiction to his monochromatic wardrobe. Doctors were at a loss to explain his blazing red eyes, which Von Rotten went to a great lengths to hide behind dark glasses. Members of the press took a tour of Von Rotten's mansion recently. Memorabilia from hundreds of cartoons, including props, costumes, exposure sheets, scripts, and storyboards covered in the walls of his estate. In Von Rotten's private chambers on the top floor of the mansion, reporters glimpsed his top-secret makeup and plastic surgery laboratory, complete with ink, paint, brushes, and elaborate photos, retouching equipment. In the center of it all stood an old multiplane camera, allegedly stolen in 1940. All the remains of Baron Von Rotten is a jar of dip in which he was dissolved. After a struggle with Eddie Valiant, a private investigator for maroon cartoons in Los Angeles. Mr. Valiant holds an old studio model sheet of Baron Von Rotten, the evil Toon better known as Judge Doom. Toons on the march.
Hey, what kind of newsreel do you call that? It didn't even mention me. What an idea. Okay, boys, listen up. I know how we can bring back Doom. How? Recreate him from an old model sheet.